What is an initiative and a referendum? An initiative is a process where citizens will propose new laws that are found in the Arizona Constitution by collecting the required number of petition signatures from registered voters. If the initiative meets the requirements, then it will be placed on the next election ballot. A referendum is a process where citizens can approve a law or deny a law that has already been passed by state legislation. Citizens can collect enough signatures from registered voters about the law that has already passed. If the law is challenged by a referendum and collects enough signatures, then the newly passed law will be placed on the next election ballot. This gives citizens the final say on if the law gets passed or not. How are initiatives created? Citizens can draft proposed new laws or constitutional amendments. Citizens who support initiatives must collect petition signatures from registered voters. For initiatives to be amended for the Arizona Revised Statutes, the number of signatures required should be similar to 10% of all votes cast for governor in the last election. For initiatives to be amended for the Arizona Constitution, the number of signatures required should be similar to 50% of all votes cast for governor in the last election. They must turn in the signatures for the proposed laws or amendments 4 months prior to the next general election. If enough signatures are collected, then the proposed law or amendment will be placed on the ballot. Voters will be able to vote yes for the new law or amendment to be created. If voters vote no, then the old law will stay intact. How are referendums created? Within 90 days of the governor signing the law into existence, the citizens can file the referendum's petition signatures. The referendum requires at least 5% of all votes that were casted in the last election from the governor. If they have enough signatures that are turned into Arizona Secretary of State office, then the bill will be listed on the next general election ballot. Voters will be able to vote yes for the law to go into effect and vote no to support the law staying the same. How are initiatives and referendums the same and different? Initiatives and referendums are the same when it comes to citizens taking active role in the legislative process in Arizona. They both require collecting a certain number of petition signatures. Both require a public vote. Initiatives and referendums are different when it comes to the origin of it. Initiative starts with the citizens in Arizona, while referendums allow citizens to challenge laws that have already been passed through legislations. Initiatives require more petition signatures than referendums do. Referendums must be filed within 90 days of the last legislative session, whereas initiatives can be proposed at any time. Pros and cons about initiatives. The pros about initiatives is that citizens will be able to take an active role in shaping their communities. Initiatives give citizens opportunities to propose new laws in order for their voices to be heard. They can be used to address important issues that legislation might ignore. Initiatives can be used to hold lawmakers accountable. The cons of using initiatives is that it is very complex and difficult to understand for the average voter. The average voter might not have knowledge about the issue in the initiative and be hard for them to make an informed decision. Initiatives are often influenced by special interest groups with their own interests. They will use money to sway the public and push their own interests. Pros and cons of referendums. The pros of a referendum would be legislator having to check with registered voters on approving or denying a law. Legislators needs to be influenced by public opinion when they are passing laws during the legislature session. The cost of referendums would be that it would be causing issues with the laws that have already been passed through legislation. The influence of strong interest groups would not be good for referendums because they would use their money for their own interests of why a law should be approved or denied. They would use their influence to sway the public about approving a law by using money tactics. Direct democracy support initiatives and referendums. The Arizona Constitution supports initiatives and referendums through direct democracy by having citizens participate in the legislative process. Citizens are able to influence laws and policies in their state. They are able to hold their lawmakers accountable. Voters can challenge different legislative decisions and have those legislative decisions overturned. Citizens can help shape their own communities by proposing new laws or amendments by not having to wait on legislation. They will be able to pass their own laws by asking the public to vote on it.